I walked away at the height of my career, at the very best part where I was just starting to enjoy the success because I burned out. My whole mission is just to help women set themselves free, how to turn your inner bully into your inner Lizzo. The way that our inner critic, which is a fight response turned inward, right? Instead of punching someone else in the face, we're metaphorically punching ourselves in the face. The inner critic keeps us from doing things because we're so afraid of what the inner critic will do to us down the road. The good news about all of this is that it's 100% within our control. We can decide to have our backs no matter what the outcome is. We people please to the point of resenting the people that we want to do all the things for, particularly the little humans, but then the little humans have endless needs. And sometimes we just want them to stop, right? No matter how much I do, no matter what I do, it will never be enough. When you bully yourself, nowhere is safe. If you can't trust yourself to have your own back, you can't try new things. It makes it not okay to fail. It makes where you're just overworking in pursuit of perfection because you're so afraid of how awful you're going to feel and how unkind you're going to be to yourself if something doesn't go exactly the way that you want it to. The things that are taking up space in your mental closet are all the lists of things that you haven't done yet. On my best days, I'm some combination of like Lizzo and Meg the Stallion. There might be a cape involved. There might be a little bit of glitter, but I am just like bobbing and weaving. I'm like, no problem. Yep, got that obstacle. You get to have those way, way, way more often because you're not weighed down by all of the messy mental closet, and you're getting the people to do what they've been supposed to be doing all along, but we end up just doing it. And then we get to be that bad bitch. There was a time in human evolution where if we were kicked out of the community, we were going to freeze to death, starve to death, or get eaten by a lion. If I believe that I suck at finishing things, right, then I'm going to have a database almost of evidence of all the ways that I suck at finishing things. What's happening is all the things that I do finish, those are in the wrong syntax. They're not getting written into this database. They're just being discarded. That message from your boss is the same as there's a lion, like there was a rustle in the leaves, right? Like your brain is flooding your body with adrenaline and cortisol in the exact same way. When our socialization, particularly for women being socialized, that we're responsible for other people's feelings, and there's judgment for prioritizing our needs. We don't want to feel selfish. We're prioritizing other people's needs above our own. What happens when this happens? When our socialization hits our nervous system, we have these predictable set of responses, is we quit before we even start. We're all going to the validation vending machine and we're like using the other people in our lives to like, I'm pushing B3, so you have to tell me that I look great in these jeans, or I'm pushing F1 and I need you to tell me that I'm a great sister. We're going to cancel the Oda triplets. These bitches. This is shoulda, coulda, and woulda. You should have done this. If only you would have done that, you could have totally done this. My brain is not a reliable narrator when it tells me that now is not a good time to ask for a promotion or to take on a new project. I can make a mistake and not make it mean anything about my future, my career, my value as a human being. We get very stuck in this idea of like, there's only one way to be like a great parent or a great leader or a great daughter or whatever it is, right? But there's only one way to do that. And when you can add these and statements, you just give yourself permission to be like a whole person. You're too much and not enough. You're not ready. And then no one sees your potential anymore because why haven't you accomplished more up to this point, right? I no longer want to be a person who shits on themselves, right? This would be my version of it. And I've been doing it my whole life, but I'm just going to really try to stop doing it, right? When we bully ourselves, we don't raise our hand for a promotion because we think we're not ready. We don't ask for raises for the same reason. We don't leave work at work. We feel like compelled to check that late night Slack message and to hop back on and answer something, right? And we don't take risks. We just get stuck at the starting line. You'll never feel like you're enough as long as you're ripping yourself apart in your mind. The thing that we think is outside of us that's going to solve this problem that's inside of us, it never works for very long, if at all. You can get in the passenger seat, you can get in the back seat, you can get in the fucking trunk. I know you're going to have to be here, but you're not going to be driving. We don't settle for less than we want, and we go after it without getting stuck in that overwhelm and self-doubt. When we're worried about other people judging us, it can only hit us if on some level we believe that ourselves. If we're going to be uncomfortable either way, and one gets us closer to where we want to go, which way do we want to be uncomfortable?